Let's come to this politics proper. A full House man. How did you come about supporting an Igbo candidate?
Good.
Who is running for presidency?
Good.
No, not trying to represent the Igbo people.
Good.
Trying to represent Nigeria.
Exactly.
How come? How did you get into this platform?
Peter Obi does not represent an ethnic differentiation. Though he's from Anambra State, you cannot deny him of where he comes from. And he does not replicate tribal or religious sentiment. I was looking for a candidate who has the capacity, character, and compassion that can lead this country, at the same time serve my purpose, which is unifying the country. You will agree with me at a point in time, the issue of the Biafran war and all has created a lot of trust deficit. And I was looking for somebody who had that particular capacity to show unifying credibility. And I found one in Peter Obi.
Now, there is a Southerner as the sitting president today.
Yeah.
If Mr. Peter Obi believes so well in the town of the South, why is it difficult for him to join force with the government of the day?
Fantastic. If the government of the day has performed above par, it couldn't have been calling for reinstatement in just 2 years of his tenure.
No, he started moving out even before the government of the day spent 6 months.
That because
he was consulting,
yes,
which means he never even gave the government an opportunity to
because
perform.
Right from the beginning, he questioned the credibility of the present government, right from the beginning. And so he did not stop.
And government that won popular votes, Nigerians voted somebody in, and you are questioning the credibility?
We started questioning the credibility of even the contestants right even before the elections. And we're looking for government who represent the interests of the people.
And we went ahead.
We went ahead to question even the credibility of the announcement of the results of the elections. And we said it from day one, because there were 2 elections that took place on that day. The 2 elections that took place on that day were that of the Federal House of Representatives and the Senate, and that of the presidency. On that day, the result and the voting took place on the same day. And the election result was simultaneously being released only for the Federal House of Representatives and Senate, and that of the president had glitches. So from day one, we had issues with it.
People believe in the past or in the courts.
Yes.
Did the case go to the courts?
Of course it went to the court.
Did the court rule in favor of the sitting president?
And they ruled in favor of the present government.
If the court had ruled in support of your candidates, you believe in the court?
If we were positioned rightly.
But because the court ruled in support of this president, you disagree with
Remember, the opposition too will have had opportunity to question our integrity.
Before after the election, a true Democrat believes in the rule of law. And whether the ruling of the court is in your favor or not, you submit to it. But in your own case, because it was against your own candidate, you felt the court did not do justice, is that not?
No. What we did was that we went ahead as an opposition to continue to put the government in check on a continuous basis. And that is the function of democracy. The function of democracy does not mean that probably you are being proposed or you won by the court or not. You will continue to challenge that particular rule for the prospect of providing good governance for the people. And interestingly for us, this particular government have not performed above par. And so it makes it easier for us to continue to check.
That is your own assessment.
Of course. And that is the work of a Democrat. That's the work of a Democrat and an opposition to continue to do that. Most of the Democrats that keeps quiet does not show that they are actually active.
Let me pick 1 or 2 things now. It is during this tenure of this government that Nigerians now have a refinery in this country. We never had it before. And you said the government has not performed. Imagine if we never had a refinery, what would have happened to the system?
What happened to the existing one that was we promised that they are supposed to be working?
It was not about this government.
It was here. No. That even make it easy for the government. If it's not about them, it's the solution is for them. If they have found solution to them, they will have been better off. People will have hailed them the more. If they cannot solve the problem and make life harder and putting people in hunger, is that the option? No. So the idea is that you bring the prices down for the comfort of your people. And this government is not doing that, but the full of lies and deceit.
So
and that is the reason why people will continue to challenge that particular position.
If Peter Obi were to be given the ticket to be the president,
yes.
Will he spend public funds in building government refineries, or will he create an enabling environment for private refineries?
Both will be done. Because the target is to make sure...
In the space of how many months, how many years will he do that?
Look, Did you hear about modular refineries that work within how many months? Did you know that? When you build modular refinery, it gives a challenge. Just like what you have your NTN and Airtel and all of that.
The obedience movement.
Yes.
For some people, they see this group of people as permit me to use the word, hot on social media. Whoever disagrees with your principle, you come after the person. Even if the person was a former obedient person, member, and suddenly he deviates and criticizes, they come for the person. You still remember the case of Professor Wole Soyinka? That
was he an obedient?
They descended on him.
Was he an obedient?
The obedient people came on him.
Let me explain this. Even Peter Obi himself is not insulated from people challenging him. And that is the reason why he is the only presidential candidate that has been able to meet up with the younger generation on Twitter space to discuss issue frontally. Where he is right, they give him kudos. Where he is wrong, he apologizes. Where he is also trying to make amend, he makes amend. That is the quality of a true leader. We don't have them in many like this.
Peter will be the leader of the obedience.
Of course he is.
Has he ever, have you ever, is there a place where he has ever called obedience to order? That no, this action you are taking, this mob action,
it's about the people.
He has not been able to do that. I'm telling you what people are saying. People are saying that he has no control over the group he's leading.
Let me tell you something. Maybe you don't understand the content.
No, it's not me. It's what people are saying.
And probably then this is an opportunity for me to share more light. You remember way back then, some years ago, were our youth involved in politicking in Nigeria? Many of them are not. They don't really care what you people do. But all of a sudden came the emergence of the message of Mr. Peter Obi. It resonated with them. 12.5 million of them registered. Many of them came from abroad to come and join Nigeria. And you know, all of us are aware, where Nigerian money is being shared pro bono by people that we supposed to have voted for or put in position of power. And so they came together and said, we will continue to demand for good governance in this country. And they don't really care who ox is God. They are not violent. They will take you up on fact and figure. They will communicate with you. When you are doing the right thing, they will give you kudos. Where you are wrong, they will tell you and they will face you squarely. And that is what we lack in our democratic system.
One more question.
Please go ahead.
If it comes, the push comes to shove, will Peter Obi step down for Atiku Abubakar?
That is not even put on the table at all.
Thank you so much, Tanko Yunusa.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for having me.
I appreciate it.
Thank you. God bless you.
Yeah.